Hello, I'm Starlight Flux.
Skybound.
Fort Bratcher.
Vector Thrust.
And I'm sad.
He's sad, but he's usually tip top. Anyways,
To be fair, I mean, this is going to be slightly different from the last couple of ones we did because we've been trying to do reviews and trying to do it with essentially a score system. But the problem is, we've watched the last 3 episodes.
The finale and the epilogue.
And we really don't think we can.
We can't fault it.
We can't fault. Oh, yeah. Well, it's not that it doesn't have faults.
It wouldn't be fair for us to fault it.
yeah. That was just so. It was just so powerful. I'm just
it's
gonna.
Too let's put it this way: it's too meaningful to be able to quantify it.
Yeah. So
because to a lot of this, like if you watch our reaction below, right, you'll see how meaningful it was when we finished the end. I mean,
whatever quirks it may have had, that was the definition of bowing out gracefully.
I mean, I mean, seriously, that was. I mean, we will be still reacting to stuff because Tip Top's still got stuff to react to.
Yeah, we'll get onto that in a moment.
Yeah, and like for example, we've still got Question Girls and the movie and any G5 stuff. We will be reacting to, and also anime stuff. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
The point is that this. While it's the end of the era, they are certainly hinting that they are going to be continuing this with something. So I don't think this is going to be the end. And I think the most important thing
This is not the beginning of the end, but the end of the beginning. We shall fight them on the beaches. We shall fight them. Oh wait, wrong end of the beginning.
Shall we start discussing the finale?
Yeah.
Let's start with the finale.
Right. Then we can get back to the Battle of
So
Britain.
basically, the finale, as far as I'm concerned,
Epic.
Yes.
Epic.
Yeah, epic.
That was a fitting finale. That genuinely was a fitting end to a show that's lasted 9 years already.
That was My Little Pony Endgame. That was the ultimate climax.
I could tell that I had a feeling from the very start of this season that they would end up doing something like that. So I was not surprised that had happened. I mean, I'll be honest. I was surprised that Discord was the one actually causing this.
Yes.
It makes a lot more sense when you think
but any of us called it though.
No, none of us called. That was
it makes sense if you look back at the episode to do with the Summer Sun and basically the fact that the Grogar seemed to be a bit incompetent. So it kind of makes sense.
In a way, I'm not entirely sure I'm that happy about it because I think it would have been more interesting if it had been the real Grogar.
Yeah,
but that being said, but the fact is,
but where would have gone with it?
But the fact is, like, because the Grogar wasn't real, he wasn't the focus. No, the big 3 villains and their fight, that was the focus.
The interesting thing is they actually did better working together than they ever did separate apart, which is kind of bloody ironic.
Well, that's the whole point. I mean, they get over that in Frenemies.
And the thing is, what's interesting about it is that at the end, Discord. I find it brilliant callback that Discord suggested
turning him to stone.
Him to stone.
Yep.
And
and that was the only way to punish them because they could not be left alive, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean the problem is not only that, but I think if they were forgiven, honest to God,
we'd be furious.
I think the show writers knew that they couldn't do that.
What those 3 had done was just completely unforgivable, and they've been forgiven, and they had been given passes before. Now granite time.
Yeah, I think if they had forgiven them, I'm pretty sure the entire fandom would have just had a collective aneurysm.
Yes, and meanwhile, Maud's like, can I take this into my garden, please? I would like to have this as decor.
It was not granite, it was more limestone.
Oh, for fuck's sake, geologist.
Well, no, if they're statues, really, marble is the best material.
Marble is the best material, but it was grey
and also the best pie.
I don't care, okay, what kind of rock it is. It's a animation, god damn it.
Anyway, it can't be
he's a geologist.
Tangent! We're going off on a tangent here!
He's a geologist, in case you didn't know.
Jesus Christ.
Why is it always a tangent?
Order, people, order!
Why do we never go off on a secant or a cosecant? Why is it always a tangent?
Order!
I did advanced trig. Kill me.
This is absolute fucking chaos.
I do want to talk about the episode, surprisingly.
Yes.
Something I want to talk about specifically in the episode is the fact that obviously Discord managed to escape the return to the stone prison. Now, I believe we were talking in the episode about why the fuck is he getting away with it? But at the same time,
He did help her to get.
He did help out.
He did help out by escaping.
Is that really redemption?
Well, he managed to get them to escape. That's pretty good redemption.
I
right
think
there.
to be fair, he did help him escape by basically. I mean, I kind of saw what he was doing when he was walking along with the whole.
I
And at
suppose
the end of the day,
With the crystal that could reflect magic to try and
and at the end of the
And if
day,
anyone can control chaos without his chaos powers, it would be Discord.
and at the end of the day, he was the one that captured the evil three at the end of the climax.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I suppose what I'm trying
No,
to say
it was
really
Pinkie Pie that did it.
Yeah.
No,
He
it was
done
Discord. He had his
fucked up.
powers back.
Oh yeah.
He really did. I do agree with.
But I don't think he did it
Malicious.
maliciously.
No, he did not at all.
He said
I
himself it was
genuinely
with no
believe.
intent.
I
Yeah.
Yes.
genuinely believe.
Yeah.
he
Yes,
was
yes,
not
because he
lying
was
about
because
not
he was
doing
trying because he was essentially trying to stress test Twilight. That's all he was trying to do.
Basically, to give a bit of
was a
context
stupid-
in case you're not someone who's into IT, stress testing is where you deliberately
Well,
try
it's not just an IT.
Yeah.
Well,
and, what,
okay,
and what did you say earlier?
Yes, I know.
When
but
a
the-
stress test goes wrong, you get Chernobyl.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Well, basically, what I was saying is stress testing is something in engineering terms where you basically try and just try and deliberately break something to try and test how strong something is.
Yeah.
But Tip Top is right. If you do it wrongly and don't have precautions in place, you get Chernobyl.
What I'd say is
So
his intentions were good, but it's kind of like
His execution was stupid.
Yeah.
oh
it's
yeah,
kind-
like the Russians in Chernobyl.
It's kind of like cross-site scripting a banking site. If you do it, good.
What are you
and-
on about?
No,
Oh, I know what he's talking.
if you
I'm a
Anyway,
plain.
before we go off again,
Wait,
I'm a
no,
plane
let me-
spotter
let me-
and I'm surrounded by
let me
nerds.
explain,
Let him explain.
please.
Yeah, let him explain.
So cross-site scripting, a type of hacking, you do it to a bank website, and then you inform the bank that you've managed to script their site.
Yep.
also like white hat hackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't tell them you were doing that. So you've basically exposed a very big vulnerability,
But yet you
but
didn't patch it.
you've not
Exploited
done
it.
through the proper channels. You've basically kind of done something you're not supposed to, and potentially cause a massive problem.
It's one thing. It's one thing else if there's a bounty from the company itself, because there are companies that do that. But it's a different thing.
That was my main point. Is that
Yeah.
you shouldn't do that with.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, yes, epic finale. The villains genuinely this was more than any other time in the show.
Yeah.
Like this genuinely felt like all of Equestria was at stake.
Yeah.
We haven't
Beyond
felt,
Equestria.
Okay,
like the whole
it
world.
didn't
Yeah.
feel. We haven't had okay. Season 5 might have had higher stakes, but in terms of the feeling of higher stakes,
Season
this
five, oh, yeah.
managed to top
What was
season 4.
season 5 again?
The whole timeline's changing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair.
Yeah, this managed to top season 4 and 5 in terms of how much you felt the
I think
universe
to
was
be
at
fair
stake.
though, they could only do this.
They were probably saving.
They could
this
only do
maximum
this
stakes.
on the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because the trouble is with this is the sort of thing that has a sort of finality to it.
Yeah,
If they did this before now.
You
it
have to save the highest
They-
stakes
yeah,
for last.
exactly. Because if they did this before now, they would not. There wouldn't be
Where
anything
would
they
they
could.
go?
Yeah, they couldn't
Yeah.
top that. They couldn't basically top what they managed to do here. It's like the stakes will keep on getting higher and higher and higher.
Yep,
And,
and-
before you know, it, you get Dragon Ball Z essentially.
Okay, anyways, but I have to say, I was
Well,
thinking-
yeah, true, but at
Okay,
least this
yeah.
was at the
That's
end.
the problem Doctor Who always had.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I felt I was a bit confused why basically they had the 2-parter and then an epilogue. But then when I saw the epilogue,
Oh,
it
God,
made
yeah.
perfect sense
Yeah.
because
There
that
was so
was
much
a way
story.
that was a way to basically perfectly end off basically the show. That
Yeah, but to be
genuinely was.
fair, I think they couldn't. They couldn't.
That was a lot of
They couldn't
story.
tie up all the
Although-
loose ends of the finale without having an entire episode to
Yeah.
do it, and I'm glad
Yeah.
they did it because
Yeah,
that
and-
way it didn't feel rushed.
There was too
Because
much. There was too much to fit into a normal two-part
And
finale.
okay, and also the other thing, the fact that they showed a distant finale several years to the future, that was necessary well to basically show how
Everything was
Equestria
okay.
has progressed. Not only that, but also have you noticed this? Equestria looks diverse. Like it's gone from looking like a small town in rural
Yeah.
in rural
I know,
Lincolnshire to basically downtown London. That's what it looks like now, Equestria.
I mean, to be fair, I think I can kind of see where they're going with that, and
Yeah,
but the thing is, I kind of like the way that they they were basically showing that sort of twilight in the future. Like we've always suspected that she would essentially turn into a similar sort of art style, would eventually turn into essentially Celeste's sort of.
I must
build.
admit that's one thing that I was quite surprised with, was that you know, it
Does
had
that
happened
mean
with age and everything like that. I was expecting that to be spontaneous at her coronation.
Yeah.
I
think that's
I was
happening with
expecting
age.
that to be an instant.
I think
change.
this kind of proves that she's kind of immortal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, Celestia and Luna are probably I don't know, fighting over spaces at the bingo tables at their retirement home.
Actually, that's one thread we didn't really
Oh,
have.
yeah, that's
We didn't see
tied up.
them in Silver Shoals, but then again, we've seen what Silver Shoals looks like.
Yeah,
so we kind of get
and
the
also we also still got to see the friendship school. Sunburst, Starlight, and
I'm glad we
Trixie are
got to
running
see
it.
this again.
And also Sunburst has gainful employment, so Sunburst's mom has stopped
And a
badgering him.
And by the looks of it, a kid. Oh wait, no, that was Big Mac and Sugar Bell, wasn't it?
Yeah, Big Mac and Sugar Bell had a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, there were a few kids, weren't there?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know for certain whose was whose. Like, I mean, like Cheese Sandwich's kid, it sounded like Pinky was saying that she was just babysitting them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, can I just say, I love like older Rainbow Dash. I love her design.
And I also have to say it's nice to see the Kirins back again.
Yes.
I mean, we haven't seen much from them again. I mean, I am kind of sad that we didn't get another episode.
He's got 2 Kieran plushies,
I mean,
so of course he wants Kieran.
I think the best indicator of how much time has passed was that the Cake Twins had aged up into the sort of normal thing we're used to. So my guess is that probably about 20 years have passed.
Yeah, I would say about 20 years.
And okay,
Basically a generation.
And
A
also.
generation.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, I think also the fact that the book closing in the end. I've got to say, the first time I saw that book opening, I know the exact date that I saw that book opening for the very, very first time, because I've got a mark that I made myself on the internet. I'm not gonna say where. I know exactly the day that I did. I think it was 11th of May 2011.
I can't
And
remember
I have seen that book now close on the 5th of October 2019. I've seen that book open.
I think-
And that opened a chapter of my life for 10 bloody years. Wait, is it 10?
Well, 8
No,
years.
8 years, and it
I
shut
think-
again.
I think that book closing kind of hit us all in the feels. Really.
Yes,
have to admit,
yes,
okay.
I had to leave the room at that
Yeah,
point.
okay, if you look at, because basically, that's the reason why, if you look at the reaction, it ended
We
the
all
way it
needed
did.
a moment at the
Because
end.
the thing is, to a lot of this doesn't just mean the end of...
It's just the end of a chapter.
It's end of a chapter.
Not the end of the story.
No, but the point I'm going to try and get onto is the fact that this show, despite its flaws, and despite the flaws of the fandom, has made a lot of changes in our life for the better. I mean,
we'll get onto that.
We will be.
We're going to be posting a retrospective video, basically talking about our experiences and our opinions across the whole of G4.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
Yeah.
it's going to have to come a while because
That will come in time.
Yes, that will come in time.
Because for starters, we've got things like Robo Wars,
UK PonyCon.
and basically, I've got a move to
The next
sort
few
out.
weeks, are going to be hectic for a lot of us. We've only just managed to squeeze all of these 4
Yeah,
episodes
this is the
in
reason
tonight.
why we've done this episode tonight, the week before.
Can we get back to the episode
Yeah.
real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, bouncing off what you said, Jack said, you said it was, what was it, 2nd of October?
No, 11th of May 2011. That's when I first saw the book
11th.
open.
You want to know something really weird?
What?
I started I actually remember now, the day I first watched My Little Pony
Yep.
was 5th of October 2012.
I forget the exact date. I know
And
it was.
the reason I
February
say that
2012.
is,
for
do you
me.
realise what the date is today?
What?
5th of October 2019.
Oh my god, it's
Exactly 7 years ago.
Okay, I should point out,
Oh my god! Yeah, that's the other thing as well. What date did the show first air? October the 10th, 2010.
Yeah.
It's
And
been almost
finishing.
exactly 9 years, or is it 10?
Yeah, 9 years, 9 years.
can I also point something else out? I am probably one of the people in this fandom that's been in it for the longest.
Yeah, the
Because
one here
I
has
would-
been in for the
Yeah,
longest.
because the thing is, I watched it in 2011, just after November. And the reason why I know that is because I waited until
Yeah.
I
Well, I know I've been in it longer than
anyway.
because 11th of May.
Well, anyway,
11th of
this
May
is
for me, so
more-
mine was early 2011. You were late
Well,
2011.
I think this is maybe more the sort of thing we should cover
Oh,
in
right.
In the
Yeah,
retrospective,
okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
but yeah, that was super kind of interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I think that was a really good way to wrap it up. It showed some obviously really interesting things. And the battles were epic.
Oh god, yeah. I mean,
Like,
yes.
I don't feel like we've talked enough about the battle.
Yes,
Oh,
we,
yes,
yes,
the
we
battle.
haven't seen battles that good since season 4.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the kind of climax battle at the end, we didn't see a lot of it because most of it was close-up dialogue, between the main characters. The big battle between the whole of Equestria and beyond and the villains was kind of...
I have to say, the one who was completely on point and an absolute boss in a fight, Starlight Glimmer.
Oh god,
Hell
yes.
yeah!
Yes, okay, yeah, let's talk about that, because that was
Yeah.
on a different level.
More cheesy one-liners than a Marvel movie, and it was brilliant.
Oh god.
It was beautiful.
No, let's just say the paycheck one. What was it again? Not paycheck.
Put it on my
You'll
tab.
pay for that. Put it on my tab.
Yeah!
Brilliant. That was
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! All Discord had to do was just
Burn.
basically let Starlight loose, and Hochi Mama! She is
we
after
know.
her personal vendetta.
Well, we know from a few seasons back, Starlight is not the one to give up easily when she's got a grudge to settle.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think, to be fair, that Starlight needs to be an alicorn. She's already
No,
at
she
that
doesn't.
level.
She has enough power to go toe to toe with the unicorn. She became an alicorn.
She's probably got the power to go toe-to-toe with Twilight even now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I have to admit, I was really
I mean,
impressed.
here's the thing. I would be scared shitless if I don't know, if I took a firecracker, threw it in the toilet, and blew it up in the School of Friendship, and had to go to her principal's office.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I would be quite scared in any principal's office, knowing how they work.
Although I've just had a rather more depressing thought.
Oh god. What?
This has been what we were expecting, like 20 years on.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of the older characters have probably passed on.
Yeah, like Granny Smith.
Granny Smith has probably passed on. Hell, Starswell's probably passed on.
Grandparent.
Yeah.
Oh god. That...
I mean,
Actually, we didn't see them, to be fair. So
Yes.
that is
Yeah.
probably
that is,
right.
you know, that's
Well, I did notice that in that epilogue, Applejack had her hair up in a bun just like Granny Smith.
I wonder if that's
And
in the Granny
also
Smith
her-
tribute.
And also her
yeah.
tail in the same style as the younger Granny Smith.
Yes, it was kind of braided, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
I did notice that at the time. I have to admit.
Yep.
So-
Anyways,
I mean-
anything else?
Also,
anyone
how the hell
wants to-
did Angel live that long?
Oh god.
Rabbits only lived for a few years.
No, you know what that was? That was Angel's great grandkids already.
Yeah, I think that was.
Anyways, anything else you want? Anything else you guys want to say?
I think honestly, I mean, there's nothing we can say against this. We've heaped praise on it, and I'm sure we will do for many, many days to come.
I mean, the trouble is we thought about doing it a review in our normal style, and we.
it's the kind of
It didn't feel right to do that to a show that had basically brought us to. I know we should try and do it, but the trouble is, I don't think we can do it objectively because it means so much to us.
Yes, it does.
You know how
So
there's
it's no
something-
point as even trying, because any view we will give will be boosted by the fact that we.
And also the
Means-
fact it's
it
the
means so
final
much.
We can put it this way. You know when someone or something is so magnificent, you say it doesn't need an intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
this is so magnificent, it doesn't need an outro.
Yeah.
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 It was a great episode. I would
Yeah.
say it
I
was
agree.
definitely
Overall.
worthy of a 10 out of 10.
Definitely 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Hang on, we're now scoring it. This is kind of defeating the point.
No,
I
but
don't-
shut.
10 out of 10.
Well,
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
I don't think it's worthy of a score. I think the scoring system is not worthy of
I
it.
think
Yeah.
I think we can give our final score out of 50 for these 3 episodes. All 3 of them
Just 50.
scored 51 out of 50.
50.
Yeah, all right.
51.
That's not worthy.
51
that's
out
too
of 50.
cliche.
Now, if you
That's too
excuse me, I
cliche.
need to Naruto run out of here.
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't get it.
51.
Oh, 51! Oh, for the love of God!
Area
Oh,
51.
right.
Area 51 meme!
Anyway,
And
shall we
end the
talk
video.
about the epilogue now?
Oh,
Yeah, we
yes.
should
I thought we were just talking about
We
the
were
episode.
talking about the
We were
final.
covering. We were covering all 3.
Well,
Yeah, we kind of did.
Well,
if
there's
you have
clearly
your
something else he wants to cover, so come on.
Carry on.
Well, first of all, I found it quite interesting with the epilogue how, first of all, Twilight had grown up quite visibly.
Yeah.
I mean, we always had like this theory that she would kind of grow up anyway, because I mean, if you look back on like season 3, like before she became an alicorn. You know, she was kind of shorter and stockier,
Yeah.
and then kind of as it goes into season 4, she gets a bit taller.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she kind of is steadily getting
Yeah.
taller.
Well, that's what I said. I
Yeah.
thought the change was going to be instant when she got
So
crowned.
it's
Yeah.
definitely. It definitely makes sense for it to be a more gradual change,
Yeah.
which I do actually quite like. I kind of prefer the idea of
Well,
her growing
to be
into her
fair,
I
when you
wonder-
hang on. To be fair, if you look at Cadence and what she looked like when she was
Yeah.
bowl sitting,
now.
and now she's growing taller.
But
so
she hasn't grown all that much.
she's growing a little.
She's not grown all that much. Compare Cadence to Twilight. Come on.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but we
Twilight-
didn't see Cadence.
Yeah, but compare Cadence to who has been probably around for a lot longer because she's
Yeah.
a falsitter compared to
I would say-
now.
Yeah, but the point I'm getting at is we didn't get to see.
Cadence in the epilogue.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know, but consider this probably, what, a 17-year age gap.
Something like that.
The Cadence should be taller than, 40-year-old Twilight.
17-year age.
I would
gap,
say
that's-
maybe a
Well,
10-year
falsity.
age gap, something like that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
That's a good point, actually.
maybe she was like 7 or 8.
Well,
when she was
considering
being
that she and Shining Armour are about the same age, and Shining
Yeah.
is only a few years older than Twilight.
Yeah, that's a good point, I guess.
Yeah.
we didn't even
Yeah.
see Shining in that, to be honest.
No, we really
Well, we
didn't.
only
We
saw
didn't even
Flurry
see
in the
Cadence.
stained glass window.
Oh,
didn't we?
yeah.
But yeah, I did really like the
And a
designs
grown-up Flurry at
of
that.
the.
Yeah.
I did like
Yeah.
the designs of the older main 6.
Same here.
I
Yeah.
think it will be.
I like the touch of the grey stripe in Rarity
Oh
Grey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, carry on.
I think it will be interesting to kind of see if they're going to use, that kind of the pony they were referring to throughout.
As the
Yeah.
jumping off point for G5.
yeah, I was
forget what her
thinking, are they
name
going to be
was,
like the
but-
springboard for Generation 5, or is it just kind of? I suppose in a way, actually, it
Yeah.
can kind of work either way because they
Yeah.
can either leave it off there,
Yeah.
and you can just assume, oh, this new pony followed the same path of friendship that Twilight did.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually became a princess, superseding
Well,
Twilight Sparkle.
Well, there are some. I think there are a couple of characters that they pretty much have to use in every series to keep, copyright on the name. So we're probably going to see Pinkie Pie in G5.
Yeah.
And Applejack since
But,
she's almost
yeah, maybe
G1.
maybe it will
And
just
Twilight
be,
Sparkle
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
maybe it will just be that Generation 5 will have
Carries
that character
on.
as the main one.
It
I
is-
hope though if they do that, they aren't just going to reiterate the same
Lesson.
moral
No.
lessons that.
I don't want them to.
No, I don't.
I'll
think
be honest, I don't want them to. I want them to have a fresh start.
Well,
hang on,
At the end of the day, this show is My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. The new one is gonna have a different name.
Well,
Yeah.
can I
Yeah.
That's what it
point, there is a point I want to raise there, and that is when you start from new, you can often build something better using the knowledge you built from the previous one.
Yeah.
And to be fair, when they started this series, they did not know what it would turn into.
Exactly.
So they can build the next one with those
What
as
it is.
They know what works now.
yeah, they know what works and they can build
Exactly.
on it.
If I may make a Star Trek analogy, this G5 is going to be basically My Little Pony: The Next Generation.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it is literally going to be the next generation because it's Generation 5, not Generation 4.
Anyways,
Anyways,
do
Before we
we
get too carried away.
do we have any closing remarks?
Other than saying thank
Yeah.
you for basically giving me
And before we
so
close,
many life
yeah.
experiences that I probably wouldn't have had if it wasn't for the show.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll mention that in the retrospective.
I
We'll be
think, to be
going over
honest,
the whole thing.
The best thing that I can say is just group hug.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, God.
Can we even
Come
get that all
on.
on camera?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
can we
God's
get it on
sake,
camera?
fine.
I apologise.
I'm going to probably regret this in a couple of years if somebody finds this.
My face hurts.
If I've got whiffy pits, I apologise.
My
don't think we
closing,
care.
my closing statement.
My
to the
little
right
mint
honourable
deodorant is
camera,
necessary.
Are we
Sorry.
still doing John Burker references?
Anyway,
Yeah.
so I think, honestly, we've said all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
One more
No.
thing though,
Yeah.
this is far from over.
No.
We've got a few things planned. We've got more EQG we're going to be reacting to. We've got that retrospective coming up. We will be reacting to G5 when it
Yeah.
comes along, absolutely. And in
Yeah.
case you missed it in a previous video, over the course of the last several seasons, because I've not been here for a lot of these recordings, there are about 20 or so episodes, I think. There's lots of episodes that I've missed and haven't caught up and gone back to watch. So you will be seeing me and Starlight putting in a reaction to those episodes that have been missed. Him having seen it, me having not.
Yeah.
So there are plenty more G4 reactions still to come.
I mean,
Also,
and as we've said, if there's any big Brony fan works you can
For
recommend
the
us
love
to react
of God,
to,
post them in the comments. If there's any fan works you want us to react to,
Also-
post them in the comments, because otherwise we won't know about them.
on that note, I
Tend to try
believe
and
we
avoid it.
really interrupted Skybound.
Sorry.
Sorry?
Yeah, I think we were going to say something.
Oh right, yeah. I was just saying a word to the right honourable camera.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a meme in all of our flipping reactions.
Anyway,
Yeah, it was definitely a hell of a journey. I will say that
Yeah.
it was a roller coaster.
and it's not the
I-
end.
Yeah, I will admit I've kind of drifted away a bit from the sort of My Little Pony related stuff. I don't really have as much of an interest in it as I used to. But honestly, this was incredible, and it was a really great way to close it off. And I personally feel like, even if I probably wouldn't go back and rewatch it personally, unless it was with other people, I think it was really worth watching it, and I would not have felt satisfied if I hadn't watched this episode
Yeah.
before
Yep.
kind of stopping
Yeah.
Yeah.
watching MLP.
But to
Will
be
you stop in Generation 5 though, or will you come back?
I think I'll come back.
Well, we don't know how long it's going to be.
yeah, well, we'll see how.
We're expecting it to be at least a year.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, yeah. Anyway, I mean, but to be fair, we are also reacting to the anime stuff as well.
We
Oh,
are,
yeah,
of
true.
course. we
And
are.
of course, there's a SO coming out.
Oh,
So-
boy.
Sword Art
Not
Online.
another SAO.
Well,
Anyways, I think that's the end of.
I think we should wrap up.
to be honest, I think there's nothing else we can really
Yeah,
say. This
so-
has gone on for as long as we can possibly go.
This
without
roller
saying no.
coaster may be over,
Oh,
but it's only the first ride.
And
in
can
the
I
park.
just say, thank you for anybody who actually still bothers to take the time to watch this, because I know we don't get
Yeah.
that many views now because we end up having to use redirects. But thank you
Each and
immensely
every
for
one of you.
Yeah, for everyone who watches this and the reactions and anybody who shares this around, because we get totally brutal bite flipping algorithms. So please share this
Yeah.
around, because we really need the help sometimes when it comes
Yeah.
to views.
Also,
Alright.
But thank you for anybody who's watched this all the way to the end, because seriously, this is your,
Absolutely.
this is your,
This is for you.
yeah, this is for you guys.
Also, can I just say, and I want to say this with all of us, but thank you, Hasbro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
9
can't.
years. Thank you, Hasbro.
Thank you for all
Thank
the
you,
years.
Hasbro. Thank you, Lauren
My
Faust.
hat is literally off to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hasbro. Thank you, Lauren Faust.
Yeah.
And I'm saying
Thank
this
you, Lauren
unironically.
Yeah.
Thanks, M.A. Larson.
Thanks, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely thanks
genuinely.
everyone.
Wait, he didn't even write
Thanks,
any of those
M.A.
episodes.
Larson.
No, but he got us this far.
He got us this
It
far.
is.
Seriously, thank you, Emma
Okay.
Larson. Thank
It
you,
is.
Lauren Faust,
And
and thank
so-
you, Hasbro.
And so, for the end of the finale, from all of us here at Dark Matter Marshmallows, I'm Tip Top.
Vector thrust.
Full pressure.
Skybound.
Starlight Flux.
And we will see you next time.